Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against River Plate.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. Quansah is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
He's a fine all-round defender, Peter. Physically, he's strong, he's a good reader of the game and never afraid to put in a tackle, a well-timed tackle. I don't think any opposition forward will relish playing against him. I think I'm right in saying that.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And here's Mackay. Isco finds himself unceremoniously floored. Gehi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Back into the middle. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, they can break here. Rice takes control of it and he's on the move. Yildiz. Osimhen. Osimhen. Osimhen! Goal! River Plate! And it's River Plate who go in front. Well, how's that for a class finish?
That's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Number 10.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Yildiz. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Quansah spots it and intercepts. River Plate leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Azar. Nagatomo. Nagatomo, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. That's good running with the ball. Played out towards the right wing. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is...
He's through and all alone! And the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. In he goes again! Mackay. And it's Isco. And he was quick to react. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Cross into the... It's a mighty effort! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Guirassy really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
River Plate with the corner, there first. Climbs up big! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's intervened well there. Out to the left it goes. Looking for options for movement. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And no, that was never going to make it. Solar. Rice. Now that's well seen too. Distributed tidily. Solar. Can he get on the end of this? Beckenbauer. Nagatomo. Now it's Yildiz. Now it's Mackay. That's a little off target. And it's Rice. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Nagatomo.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, good spread. Fired deep towards the back post. Tonali. Now it's Osimhen. He's in a great position here. Now Tonali. Now it's Mackay. Malaysia finding their passes.
There will be 1 minute
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Played out to the left flank. Girassi, Osimhen receives it in a good position here. And we've reached half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. So your views on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
River Plate head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. River Plate carrying a 1-goal lead. Strokes it back. Conte and shifted it to the flank. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Mackay. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rice. That has been cut short. Yildiz, who's set up 1 goal so far. Isco. Rodri. That is Conte. Spread it left. Ball played for Conte. Zola. Lovely pass, but can he get... Decent chance! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Zola is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Pass somewhat off target. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Rice. Now it's Yildiz. Great defending, strong and determined. Osimhen, nicely weighted ball, and he's picked out the run. They're urging him to shoot. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution for Malaysia. Number 17, Isco. Coming on the field is number 9, Messi.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Zola quietly revving up. Zola really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And here's Messi, just eases him off the ball.
Substitution for Malaysia, number 25, Zola.
And it's
Coming
Totti.
on to replace him is number
River Plate
6.
are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Havertz. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Driving on and making good progress. Plays the return pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Totti threads one in. And the finish! That's a decent clearance.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Knocks it out wide. Rice. Beckenbauer. Beckenbauer plays it all the way forward. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch.
Shot a goal!
Substitution in progress.
River Plate can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Mackay. Looking to play him in. Chance! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Malaysia complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Not much subtlety about that challenge.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Saint-Maximin stood his ground strongly. He's found a way through. Shapes to shoot! He's scored! They have stolen level at the last! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted. And that's that. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Osimhen. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Manchester United against River
And
Plate.
few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So it's away we go then. Manchester United have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, a system promoted by the rise of total football, Peter. The wider players in the front three are key operators in how it all works on and off the ball. They have to provide for the central striker, of course, and protect their fullbacks, so they'll get few breathers.
Shoots! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Hullet. And here's Osimhen. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Osimhen. Hullet. Can he get on the end of this? No, not quite on the same wavelength. Thuram. Pele. Now it's Guirassy driving through the middle. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's Rice. Now it's Guirassy. Guirassy! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And we have our very first corner. Hullet attempts a clearance. It's their second corner of the game. He rises! Just off target. Rummenigge looking to add to his goal.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to...
He's through and all, and Hullet! And yes, it's there! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing. Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Tonali. Now it's João Pedro. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Tonali. João Pedro looking for a runner. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, that was vital. Zola has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Zola. Lahm. Mateus. Manchester United finding their passes. Pele. And that's really well manoeuvred. He's being urged to shoot. Chooses to go back. So much time and space here. He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Rijkaard! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. Pele goes steaming forward. Mateus. Pele, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. And that has left him in a heap. River Plate are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Shot could be on. He has found the way through. Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Rice. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Petralda does really well to win the ball there. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Some really good ball movement. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, that's neat. Now it's Rice. Mateus. And now the breakaway. Gehi gets over and intercepts. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's under a lot of pressure there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Zola couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Oh, good claim by the keeper. He certainly earned his keep there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Hullet. He's found a way through. Oh, look at... Great chance! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Goes for a shot! He has done it! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. The movement so precise, and that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom, and to wish you all a very... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Rivaldo. He's a sharp hit. Vinicius Junior! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Now that's well seen too. Beckham. Hakimi. Raul. Hakimi. Oh, it's Van Basten. Rice. And it's Welbeck. River Plate finding their passes. And that has left him in a heap. Rivaldo. He's got away. Rivaldo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Robertson gets into a good position. That's a decent clearance. Just eases him off the ball. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And it's Robertson. Stood up well to him there. Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. No, not quite on the same wavelength. River Plate yet to have an attempt on goal. Robertson.
Flamengo clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Quansah, Tonali, Saliba gets across to intercept that. Rice. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Looking for options for movement. Rice. Semenyo. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. Early ball out from the back. Robertson. Raul. And it's Welbeck. Van Basten. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Welbeck. Semenyo in acres of space out wide. And this is Welbeck. He's on it, can he get away? Brilliantly cut out. Beckham. Van Basten. Rivaldo. Beckham. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's in a great position here. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Flamengo clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Welbeck. No, he's not getting any further than that. Lofted in. And that's the keeper's ball. Vinicius Junior. Beckham. Now that looks a decent ball. Guehi spots it and intercepts. Oh, can he get onto this?
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Some good work on the right flank here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the half-time whistle goes. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Reflections on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. There's the start of the second half.
River Plate really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Has a look and plays it forward. Van Basten, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Floated through. Guehi promptly onto that, and that is that. Delivered across. Rice. Beckham. And it's Robertson. Aims beyond the defence. Guehi.
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Tries to play it through. Rivaldo. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Gabriel is there to clear. And this is Welbeck. Oh, that's fabulous. Pinches it off him. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Can he get on the end of this? And the shot! Hakimi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. De Gea claims comfortably. And he cuts out the supply. Rivaldo. Looking to play him in. Pass somewhat off target. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
That's been slipped through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there.
Applies the finish! The crowd reaction tells you just how close that was.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Cambio en el River Plate. Número 15.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Número 41. Número 4. Entran número 21. Número 8. Número 14. Número 3.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Havertz. A probing pass. Well timed, excellent interception. River Plate are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Højlund is onto it in a flash. Great ball if he can get there. Tonali. River Plate looking to pass their way through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's a nicely shaped ball. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Højlund. Oh, this is a great position. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious.
And a shot! Oh, it's hit the post!
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Knocks it out wide. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. Cross from Hakimi. He's got full. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
5 minutes left on the clock. It's played through for him. He's picked his way through. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Terrific header! Another fruitless header.
Yeah, nothing overly wrong with the way the ball's been played in. They just need to make it count.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. He won't be happy with that one.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He is through here. Now it's Yildiz. Oh, sweet feet. And that is that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against River Plate.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only Pelé. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And now the breakaway. Can he get it through? Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Tonali. That's a nicely weighted pass. River Plate claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Oh, it's McManaman. And he welcomes it in. Oh, important interception. Eze! Goal! Arsenal! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now this could be a chance. Plays a shot. Big chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Yildiz deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's a poor one. Well, what a waste that one is. Pele. Yildiz. Yildiz will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Looking tidy in possession here. Lovely. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Rice really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And the keeper beats it away. Rice. And here's Osimhen.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Well, that pass isn't the best. Can he latch on to this? Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Great vision. Decent chance! He has done it! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? Arsenal really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the...
Gets his head on it! Harmlessly behind.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Can he get onto this? McManaman picks it up out wide. Looking to go deep. And he's taking no chances there. And here's Goulet. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Eze. Vardiol. Guéhi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Picked out brilliantly. Great chance! Pirlo. And the pass is intercepted. Thuram. He has found the way through. Real chance! Sticks it away! With half-time at hand! Perfect timing! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
River Plate get themselves back into contention.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Out to the left it goes. It's a promising position. And that pass just didn't quite work. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Thuram. He's through here. And the first half is done. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
River Plate really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Referee has just said play on. Goulart in acres of space out wide. Yildiz might just make this. Oh, that's well spotted. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Osimhen. Thuram receives it in a good position here. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's superb. And he was alert to it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That is ended up in no man's land. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Taken back almost at once. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That is a brilliant interception. Benatia gets over and intercepts. Yildiz. Koeman kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Delivered in. Now it's Osimhen, and he's had it nicked away. Looking for options for movement. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Osimhen. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 7, number 13, Pele. Number 9, Goulart. Number 6.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Number 24.
Rice really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Number 12.
He's having a shot! It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And it didn't take him long. Just takes a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being...
And a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
McManaman going face-to-face with his great rival. Hazard with the delivery.
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Owen. João Pedro, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Saint-Maximin! Danger averted for now. Lovely, now then. Nice looking ball. Quansah cuts it out. Pass somewhat off target. Can he get on the end of this? Looking for a runner. Van Nistelrooy is in a really good position out wide. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now he's off and running. Rice.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half...
That could spell Saint-Maximin! Denied by an instinctive save.
Saint-Maximin actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
There's the crossfield ball. Van Nistelrooy. Looking for the run.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that's it. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So, Jim, how do you reflect on... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
If you're just joining us, we are already on the way.
Berardi has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, Peter, his technique is just second to none. He just seems to have the ball on a string. And as if that wasn't enough, he's also got a real gift for the unexpected. His manager will no doubt be hoping that he can provide that element of surprise out there.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Neymar. And there's green grass ahead of him. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Great chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. It's their second corner of the game. A few ironic cheers tell the story. He's having a shot! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
River Plate are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now that's well seen too. Lahm. And it's Dembele. Now that looks a decent ball. It's Neymar! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Vinicius Junior! In he goes again. He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team click.
Chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Oh, it's Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? And that is expertly dealt with. Guirassy is onto it in a flash. No, that's been intercepted. Berardi. Oh, it's Dembele. Rice. And it's Berardi. Ferdinand makes the interception. And here's Berardi.
River Plate are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Neymar. Nicely weighted ball. He is through here. There's the shot! Oh, he's really drilled it. So, third corner of the game. And that has been cleared. River Plate are looking to go forward now.
Arsenal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Berardi is herring after that one. Now it's Guirassy. Osimhen, and he's away. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
River Plate get themselves back into contention.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Now it's Osimhen. Could try cutting inside here. He's on it, can he get away? And the shot! He has done it! River Plate are level. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. And he's done it again, he's got his second. Real chance! Goal! Arsenal! And they've got their lead back.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead. And it's a corner. Arsenal get their fourth corner. And this is Hullet. Takes a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And now they can spring out of defence. He might be in here! Berardi! They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well,
and the finish! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The ball is on the spot, here we go. That is some save from De Gea. And here's Dembele. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And there is the half-time whistle. River Plate are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, who would have expected both teams going in level after that? Lots of drama, and Peter, please don't ask me to pick a winner.
There's the whistle then to start the second half. Rice. Searching pass he's played there. Spread neatly. He's onside. Guirassy looking sharp there. Tonali gathers from the goal kick. Not the most convincing of passes. Maldini. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Osimhen. Pirlo getting this one clear. River Plate with another corner. River Plate have their second corner now. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Threads one in, and he cuts out the supply. River Plate finding their passes. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Neymar. Well timed, excellent interception. Nicely aimed pass. Nicely shaped ball. Nesta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Neymar, and this is Dembele. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Neymar.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Vinicius Junior looking for a runner, and he was quick to react. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
And Hullet! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hullet, and this is Hullet. Terrific header! Heading backwards. And here's Vieira. Neymar. Konate gets it away. So much time and space here. And a chance! Goal! Arsenal! And they get themselves in front! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Arsenal take the lead.
River Plate really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Nice interception, well timed. Quality ball. Oh, it's Dembele. Great vision. Oh, well measured. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Guirassy receives it in a good position here. Nice looking ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
A probing pass. Keeper's got good distance on that. Into the last 5 minutes. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Schmeichel punts it upfield. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's clever. And he thumps it clear. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
River Plate.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim. European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more. And here's Berardi. Out towards the flank. And it's Rice. Can he finish? Goal! River Plate!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
6 minutes is number 21, Hoyland.
So, a breakthrough already. Best. Salah. Now it's Shevchenko. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Danger averted for now. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And the shot! And that is wildly off target.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
And it's Salah. Quansah promptly onto that, and that is that. Thuram. River Plate looking to pass their way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mateus. So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Oh, this looks sharp. Mateus.
Eintracht Frankfurt really are trying to go early and direct here, Peter. There's definitely a conscious effort to almost bypass midfield and get someone in quickly.
Yeah. No. Thuram! Really well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Thuram demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
River Plate are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Tonali. And it's Berardi. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And he's found a way past. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Hertrauda and Quansah. Cambiasso. Tonali. And here's Hoyland. Shevchenko. And Mateus. Best. And this is Shevchenko. And he's gone looking for safety. It's a throw-in. And it's Salah. Mateus. That's Busquets. Maldini. Showing great feet there. Højlund proves just a little bit too strong. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Now it's Shevchenko. And he's intervened well there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's very neat. And he's played it back.
Yeah, probably the best option. It had to go back.
He's on it. Can he get away? Pinches it off him. Oh, what a ball! Shot a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! And the lead is extended still further.
Højlund really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
River Plate find a position of real strength now. Some really good ball movement. Chance, surely! Keeper's got his work done.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Mateus goes short. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. And there's the end of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
And we'd like to inform you now.
Well, they're in a
that the
great
latest
position,
travel
Peter,
information
so
is
why
currently
stop
being
now?
displayed
I
on
would
the
say
screen.
keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
River Plate, 3 goals to the good after a really excellent first half that's been intriguing to watch. Plenty of highlights to show you during the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And here's Thuram. Lovely, now then. Real chance! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Yeah, I think I'd feel that way too. Not that I thrived in one-on-one situations.
Cleared without hesitation. Gabriel just eases him off. Goes for a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. And he's got the beating of his man. And he was quick to react.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Gets a good foot in there. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Thuram has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
And they've been given a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Eintracht Frankfurt are looking to go forward now. And that has put paid to that. Thuram with 2 goals already to his name.
Substitution for Frankfurt. Number
We have got
23,
changes here from both sides, in
Shevchenko.
fact.
Number 13.
Rooney powering forward here.
Number 18.
And this is Rooney.
Mohamed Salah.
Now it's Mackay. He has found a way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Number 11.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Number 7, Schneider. Number 15, Rooney. Number
River
6,
Plate perhaps wondering what the best time is for their
Substitutions
next
taking
substitution. Rice. And it's Tonali. He's tried one! Not the most convincing of passes. Schneider. Cafu.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Great vision. Mackay. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Oh, that is a nice touch. It's Inzaghi! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Thuram is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Mackay. Yildiz. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Højlund. Oh, he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Tonali. Back into the middle. Schneider. Mateus. Rooney. Quansah gets a foot in here. Half an hour gone in the second half. River Plate finding their passes. Mateus. Short changes him with that pass. Konate. And it's Tonali. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Played into space. And that's really well manoeuvred. Pass somewhat off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Now it's Thuram. Schneider. Now it's Mackay. And he's in on goal. Mateus. That has been cut short. Schneider. Mateus. Mackay is onto this. Mackay unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
There will be 1 minute
Yildiz.
added time.
Mateus does really well there. He is strong. And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Hello, everybody, and
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. The action has already started. Nothing but absolute focus in the eyes of Gennaro Gattuso, Jim, and no doubt he will be relishing every part of the battle.
Yeah, the very epitome of...
Oh, smashing header! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Cafu looks to the other side. He's Zola! Ambitious, but just off target.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Ferrari. Thuram gets into some space. Nedved. Now it's Hullet. Cafu. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Cafu made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rice. Now it's Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this?
Hullet really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Osimhen, out towards the flank. Great vision. Osimhen is onto this. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Aimed beyond the defence. River Plate are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And it's Berardi. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Tonali. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Quansah promptly onto that, and that is that. Osimhen is herring after that one. Zola. Nedved. Gabriel kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Gabriel simply refused to be outdone there.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Knocks it into space. Cross to the back post.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Cafu is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Can he latch on to this? Quansah tries to clear. And it's Hullet. Shot a goal! Goal! Manchester United! You don't keep those out. He knew he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Nice looking ball. He is through, takes a shot! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Gullit. Gullit proves just a little bit too strong. Cafu. Gabriel gets a foot in here. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Berardi. Threads one in. Thuram gets flagged offside. And there's the end of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
River Plate really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
And we are already promptly back underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Ibrahimovic, and he's onside.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Now it's Thuram. And here's Gullit. Guehi. Berardi.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Great defending, strong and determined. Tries to pass it through. Now the delivery. A header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a pretty loose pass. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
They've won a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Ferdinand getting this one clear. And now they can spring out of defence. The message is clear, none shall pass. And he's intervened well there. Oh, good-looking ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance to deliver. Up he goes! And it's there! And they are cruising away. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable. And that's